Off of Route 3 in Black River at the end of Mahaffey Lane lies a cinematic destination for movie lovers in the North Country. We talked with its proprietor to learn more about his theater and our regional drive-in history.
My name is Lauren Knapp. I, along with my wife, are the owners of the Black River Drive-In Theater. Myself and my other partner rebuilt the theater back in 2005 and reopened it in 2006. We've been running it continuously since. There were 3 theaters in the Black River, Watertown area. There was this one, Black River Drive-In. There was one called the North Side, that was out on County Route 12. And then there was the Starlight, which was on Outer Washington Street, where the Kia dealer is now. The theaters were run by a company called Atco Canton. They also happened to operate another theater down in Minetto, New York. It was the Midway Drive-In, and where my 9th grade science teacher was the manager, a fellow by the name of John Nagelschmidt. And I went to work for him when I got out of high school. I was a projectionist at the Midway. And in the mid-'80s, when the drive-in movie theaters were not doing well at all, they closed them all. And John bought the Midway from Atco Canton, and he kept that running. I continued to work for John. In the late 90s, this property where the Black River Drive-In is was still held by Tony Kalinsky. And Tony called John one day and asked him if he'd like to buy the property up here, and John did. John asked me if I'd like to go in with him and become his partner and reopen the Black River Drive-In, which that's what we did. That was about 16 or 17 years ago.
We asked Lauren to detail the incident that had led to the theater's long dormancy prior to its reopening.
The year after the place was closed, there was evidently a soldier from Fort Drum that was breaking up with his wife or girlfriend. And she wanted a truck, and he was determined she wasn't going to have it. He brought his truck here to the theater, tied the steering wheel off and dropped a brick on the gas pedal and sent it into the snack bar where it burned off, where the end of the snack bar got burned off. And that's the way this theater sat for almost 20 years.
Lauren explained to us the various renovations that were completed to create a nostalgic yet state-of-the-art cinematic experience for their patrons.
When we walked onto the property, it had been closed for 20 years. The lot was well overgrown, trees growing out in the middle of the lot. The face of the screen was in very much disrepair. We had to put a new screen face on. They are panels. They're about 24 inches wide, and they're about 36 inches long. And we had a couple bucket trucks and cranes and stuff to put them up, put the pieces up one at a time and fasten them to it. Once we got all the permits and everything in line and the architect prints approved, then we started rebuilding the theater. And we worked all one summer, brought sewer and water into it. We had to rebuild the projection booth area. Then we had to design our snack bar, and we took a lot of our initiative from the experience that my partner John Nagelschmidt had in his theater of how to lay one out to make it work in the cafe style that we're using now. Around 2011, the industry started moving towards digital projection, and in order to stay in business, we had to upgrade our projector to a digital projector. We went with a Barco projector, and we ran that for just about 10, almost 12 years. Now today, we are running an even brighter projector that uses lasers for a light source. So now we're running a laser digital projector. We have an excellent picture. It's very bright. It's also, we went from a 2K projector to a 4K projector, so my image is also twice as sharp as it was. We tried to stick to the 1960s era. I play double features. I put an intermission in between the two movies, and I play mostly older 1960s music and whatnot to keep the era.
It's easy to tell that Mr. Knapp truly wants everyone to have a good time at his theater.
With us, we want you to come. You don't have to stay in your car. You can sit out your blankets and chairs. Come in the snack bar, buy your supper, and we'll feed you as economically or more as any other fast food joint, and I think with better food. We're the place to come. Come with your friends, have a good time, enjoy a good movie. We strive to put on the absolute best show that we possibly can.
From the Black River Drive-In in Black River, New York, for WPBS Weekly, I'm Guy Carlo.